Man, look at this outlet. That's an extreme fire hazard. Wow, can you believe that that outlet was being used up until the day I did the estimate? Man, oh man, that outlet apparently got messed up by her kid. They were wrestling or something. And they were using that outlet up until I did the estimate. Well, anyways, we're going to do that job today. We're replacing that outlet. That could have been an extreme fire hazard. So crazy. I'm glad nothing happened. I told her to, tape that up, make sure no one touched that until I got back to fix it. So, welcome to another great vlog this morning, guys. I'm excited to have you all along with me. This is like episode 60 something of the vlog. So, check out all the other vlogs. It's been a whole series of them. I will link that up here for you guys to check out. But we're going to be grabbing some parts here this morning, then we're going to be going to that job and doing a few other things at that house, and then we're going to be heading to another job after that. So excited for today. Should be a great one. Let's get started at Home Depot. Let's do it, guys. Well, got our parts ready to roll. Man, Home Depot's already set up for Christmas. Commercialism, that's the worst ism there is. I don't know, Charlie Brown. There's a lot of bad isms out there. I can think of a few. All right, we are heading out to work today. It's gonna be a good job today. Let's get to it. Okay, we made sure the power was off, but I'm going to make sure again. Just want to be doubly sure. Okay. Okay, got the ball valve replaced, but it's holding water. Let's see how quick it drains. Alright, that ball valve is replaced, and there's no water leaking, so that's a good sign. Okay, next step is to replace this faucet, replacing it with this guy. And it's so funny, it's actually, this bucket was under the sink, and it's actually full of water. There's actually, this sink has been leaking, or this faucet's been leaking for quite a while. I don't know if you can see that. It's leaking from the base of it. But it's been leaking for quite a while, just dripping right into that bucket. Pretty amazing that they had that bucket here. Because without that bucket, this whole bottom floor would have been trashed. The angle stop valve here is leaking a little bit, so we're going to put that bucket back under it. We're going to get to replacing it. Okay, got this faucet replaced. This is the old one. That was leaking pretty severely from the base. Okay, next job is to replace all this caulking. Okay, we got the old caulking all cleaned out, and I'm going to go in with this this caulking here. And the trick that I found for this is you put this down, run it once with your finger, and then you get a wet sponge and run that along all the way around, and it just takes away the finger line that you made, and it just makes a beautiful caulk line. So that's what we're going to do. Going to get to it. Okay, here we are. Say we turned out pretty good. Very nice. All right, that job turned out great. I thought it would be interesting to tell you guys exactly what I charged on that job and what I charged for each individual project. Let me go ahead and open up my Market app here. If you guys don't know what Market is, it is a top-of-the-line invoicing and estimating software. I highly recommend it. Right now, we are running a promotional where if you sign up for them and mention honestly that you heard about it here on the YouTube channel, you get some free products. So check that out. You can download that. I'm going to open this up and take a look. I'm also going to send her an invoice so she could pay me online. So to replace that broken outlet and the cover, 90 bucks labor. I checked my watch after that. That took 15 minutes for that job. And then I also charged $12.38 for materials. Now, pricing is a little iffy, guys, because pricing is obviously relative to where you're at, what your business needs to survive, and how much profit you want to make. So this may be high or it may be low, depending on where you're at, right? You got to think about the region. So before you go saying, oh man, you're a ripoff, right? Think of where I'm at. Think of what my business expenses are. Think of things like that, right? There's a lot more that goes into pricing than just saying, oh, I want to make 20 bucks an hour, right? When I charge 90 bucks, I'm not getting $90, right? I'm getting a portion of that because I'm getting paid through my business, but my business has a whole bunch of expenses, more than just me working here at this house. So just keep that in mind when I go through these. So install that new sink stopper, or that new sink stopper rod because the old one was rusted out. 45 bucks labor for that, and $15 materials for that. Obviously with materials, I do a markup. Check out, I have a great markup video on how I mark up materials. Check that out, I'll link that up here. And then remove and replace the caulking around the kitchen sink. I charge 75 bucks labor for that, and $8 materials. Replace the faucet in the laundry room with the new customer supplied faucet. I charged $85 for that labor. Obviously no materials were involved. So all of these were worked out kind of together, and to kind of give this lady a good deal based on all of these together. This was not an hourly job, it was an estimated job. So total with labor and materials was $330.38. I have been here for about 2 hours and I'm all done. This was a super great client. I'm going to go ahead and send her the invoice right now. She's a super great client. She had to go to work. So she said, hey, just go ahead and go out the garage, lock it up. Super cool. I've done a whole bunch of work for her in the past. So, yeah, that was a great one. So we're gonna go home, we're gonna eat some lunch with my wife and daughter, and then we are heading out to our second job. I'm gonna take y'all along with me. So let's get to it, guys. Here we go. There you go. Woo, that was a little iffy, man, with that ladder. Installing that light fixture up there and that ladder. This was a tall ladder. I got to return this ladder, 14-foot ladder that I rented. And we couldn't extend it all the way because of the way that his staircase was. It was crazy. He had to hold it, and yeah, I was like pretty much climbing that ladder vertical. But anyways, we're going to Home Depot. One of the jobs here is installing a water filter under the fridge. And the water filter is a 1/4-inch PEX, and coming out of what he used to have, his old water filter was, it looks like 3/8. So I need to get an adapter for that. And then I'm also going to return this ladder. But this job's going good. I installed that sliding screen door in the back, on the back door, that light fixture. And then now I got to go get the adapter for this PEX for the water filter. And then I got to, I think, recock the master shower, and then I think do one other thing. I can't think of it though, but we're heading to Home Depot to drop this stuff off and get back at it. All right, here's the water filter we got in. Here's the little connector I needed to go from 3/8 to 1/4. Got that there. And we got this recocked. There's that light. All right, that job turned out great. Fitting with what we're doing today, let's go ahead and go over what I charged for everything. So replacing that one LED light above the staircase, that was kind of crazy. I probably should have charged more just for the risk on my life, but the guy helped me. He was super helpful, bringing the ladder in, holding the ladder for me. I charged 45 bucks for that. The water filtration system under the sink, I charged 150 bucks for that. Customer supplied roller screen door on the back door, I charged 80 bucks for that. Remove and recock the master shower pan. That was kind of an interesting job because they had said that they had done that. They'd recocked it quite a few times before, but I took off their caulking, it just peeled off like super easy. and there was just old, nasty, moldy caulking underneath that. So that was the main issue. That's why the caulking never looked right or held or whatever. But I charged 95 bucks labor for that. And then I got 50 bucks for the ladder rental, which that cost 33 bucks, I believe. I think I rented it for like 4 hours. So, bathroom caulking, charged 13 bucks for that, materials. And then those two PEX connectors, well, it's not PEX, but it's the, whatever you call that stiff, you know, plastic tubing. 30 bucks, so, because I got two of them, so 15 bucks each. So total bill for that job was $463. So all in all, I would say it's been a great day. I am excited to get home. We're having the first ever employee dinner. So we're having both my employees over for dinner tonight. Just kind of to say thank you and go over kind of how the year's been going. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. And it's the first time my two employees have ever met. So they've been working together for months, but they've never met because one of our employees, the secretary, super awesome lady, she lives up in Yuba City. So she runs everything remotely, you know, taking all the calls, things like that. And then my employee Frank here, he's gonna be meeting her tonight. So looking forward to that. That is at 6:30. So I got to, we're just having it at our house. We're having some pizza and some soda, you know, real low key. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a blast. So we got that going on at 6:30. So I gotta go pick up some pizza, get ready for tonight. So thank you all so much for tuning into this video. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of today's job. Like this video, obviously, and subscribe to this channel. It means a lot. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day.